Alrighty guys, in today's video, got some cool old sleds to show you. Two Alouettes, or Alouettes, however you pronounce it. One a little bit more of a rare bird. The other is just kind of just cool and old, and I don't think they made a whole heck of a lot of these. So this first one here is an Alouette Escort 295 twin cylinder. So it's a 295 twin. I thought it was a one lunger when I bought it, but it is a twin cylinder. Thing runs and drives. Seat is mint, been redone, new wood. Very narrow old sled, like extremely narrow. Like I feel like you could tip this thing over going 2 miles an hour in the yard. But this thing is super clean, really nice shape. Got this and the Alouette Brute liquid cooled over there as a package deal, and just couldn't really pass them up. They're priced pretty right. So if anybody's looking for an Alouette, let me know, or Alouette. Still has the badge on the front right there. Skis are in really nice shape. Track is pretty fair. I mean, it's not terrible. And the bogey wheels, probably some of them need to be replaced, but I mean, it is what it is. It's old, 72. So that is the Escort 295. First time I've seen one of these sleds, and obviously first time owning one of them as well. Here's the 76 Alouette Brute 340 with a Xenoah 340 with twin pipes. Basically, if you guys are familiar with rupps, this is basically a rupp nitro 76. Last year they made them with those, I think they're called Cobra skis. They're not technically a leaf spring. They're like something like a hybrid between an IFS and a leaf spring. This thing's got, I think, 1,600 miles on the meter. A little bit rough. It's been sitting for quite some time, but tunnel's straight. Skis obviously are in pretty good shape. The hood's not all sun faded like most of them you see out there. And then obviously it's got twin pipes and a liquid motor underneath the hood. The hood is kind of a pain to get open right now. It's got like some heat damage from something. The headlight harness got on fire, and it looks like it melted some of the plastic, or at least got it really brittle. So you got to be careful when you open the hood. And I don't have anybody here to help me open it, so I'm not going to go ahead and pry on it and try to break it. So, but very cool. You don't see these Alouettes or Rupp Nitro 76s that often. So this is the first one I've owned, and probably the first one, or probably the last one I'll probably own, because I don't know if I'll get another one. But probably looking to sell both, because obviously I don't really need any more. We just picked up some modern Skidoos back there. We'll go through a different video on those. But very cool sled. I wouldn't mind keeping it, but I could always use the money. It did run on some gas down the spark plugs holes. We fired it right up. Had 120 psi per cylinder, so that's good. Plugs looked fine when we removed them, so it was running all right when it was parked. The guy said he probably parked it because he had a little bit of an electrical short, and then that's when it was last used. That might have been 15 years ago though. So the little Escort, that one we just put a little gas in the carb and got it primed up, and that one's in super nice shape. As you can see, I mean, the gas tank is super clean. Engine area, I mean, the pan, it's all steel too, and it's actually quite clean. So try to get that closed. It's actually quite clean for being a steel chassis sled. So don't find those often, especially in our area. But yeah, so a nice little pair of these. Another brand to add to the collection of owning. I'll have to document all this stuff in a little book one of these days. And also picked up that 80 TX 340 right there. Pulled the motor out. We needed some of the parts for a race sled, and I think I got that rest of it. The rest of it sold in a day or so. So that probably won't be here long. But I have a matching 440. You guys have probably seen the video. So I wouldn't mind keeping it, but it's so rough. It's been sitting outside for God knows how long. Everything's rusted and it's stuck, and that's just too much to fix for me. And then the phaser projects, we're getting going on that, doing some motor swapping, and we'll hopefully get some videos on that. But yeah, so two more vintage snowmobiles. Hopefully you guys enjoy these. Get another shot of the hood. But most of these are always busted up and they're sun faded. So that's really what it looks like. And the track's actually pretty decent. And the pan wasn't really busted up either, so just needs a seat job. And if I redid the fuel system and cleaned the carburetors, I'm sure it would run fine. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys like these old sleds. We're going to keep getting more and more and keep showing them to you guys, and hopefully we'll learn something and you guys will learn something and just see some cool little pieces of history along the way.